Hey guys, so we're here with Papa San Properties. Miss Wendy is joining us. And what I've noticed over the last couple of months and couple of weeks is that there's no good resources for educating folks on the process about going about purchasing a condo in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, you know, Lenny, it's been crazy. So I've been a realtor here in Austin for 16 years, and I've actually seen the rise of downtown condos. I've seen the rise of condos in 78704. And so many times when I've been helping buyers, I've wished for a resource where they could go to get unfiltered, truthful information about different condo complexes around 78704. And so we're going to bring it to you. Yeah, I'm super excited.
100%. And the goal of this channel is really to make the entire process as transparent, palatable, and understandable as humanly possible. Because when you go about purchasing a condo, there's so many little bits and pieces that can get you jammed up, from reservation studies to condo financial documents to weird and confusing bylaws. And we really want to make that process way more transparent because it is a big decision that you potentially could be making.
Yeah, and when I think about as wide and diverse of an area as 78704 and just the different buildings, you've got buildings on South Congress that have, are remodeled apartment buildings that have been around for, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. And then you have high-end million-plus condos. And so, it's a really big gap between the two of them. And so we really hope to fill that gap with all the resources that you need to make a really great decision about which condo you want to live in 78704 in Austin, Texas.
So over the next couple of weeks, we hope to cover a wide range of the topics that you might have questions about, you might be unsure about in the condo purchasing process. Now, this isn't a replacement for a fantastic agent, nor that bespoke service that you might
I like
really
how you used
need.
the word bespoke. You
Exactly.
Just threw it in there. Yeah,
curated exactly for your needs. But at the end of the day, we really want to make sure that you're understanding the pros and cons of what a condo purchase might look like, some of the red flags and pitfalls that you might want to look for when buying into a condo association, as well as all the other little nitty gritties.
Yeah, I mean, every HOA is different, right? Every complex has different amenities. Some have pools, some do not have pools, some have a gate, some don't have a gate. HOA's dues can range wildly from over $1,000 to almost nothing per month. And honestly, it's different than buying a single family home. Buying a condo is a different kind of investment than buying a single family home. And so just knowing the pros and cons of everything you need to know about a 78704 condo is really important, and you're going to find it all here on this channel.
So just to kind of get started and help clarify, what is a condo?
What is a condo?
At the end of the day, you're basically owning everything within the unit itself, and you're owning jointly with all the other owners of the association all the common spaces.
To put it very simply, if you buy a single family home, you get the house that's on the home and you get all the land that it's on. And in a condo, it's not that way. You only get, just like Lenny is saying, you only get the space inside your actual unit, and then you're going to own the rest of the property with up to, I don't even know, hundreds of people. And there's always pros and cons with that. When you have a single family home, you get a lot more control over everything. But when you have a condo, you don't have to maintain everything like you would in a single family home. So just like with every investment, there's pros and cons with everything.
And that's a really nice part about condo ownership, is that it's a really nice way for you to have super low maintenance issues. You're not having to do any landscaping. You're not worrying about a roof. You're not worrying about shoveling the sidewalk if we ever get any kind of snow or ice or whatever like that. The other really nice thing about condo ownership is that it typically allows you to be in more centrally located areas. You can get really close to Barton Springs, downtown, Zilker, all those amazing, vibrant areas that Austin has.
Yeah, let me give you an example of this. So let's say you own a single family home, and if you own a single family home, you're going to be required to maintain that home, which is if lightning hits your roof or you've got hail, you're going to have to spend upwards of $7,000 to $10,000 to replace that roof. If your air conditioner breaks down, you're going to have to spend $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 to replace that air conditioning system. If you are in a single family home, you've got a lawn to maintain. You've got a swimming pool to maintain. You might have to pay someone to come and clean your swimming pool every 2 weeks and possibly even mow your lawn. Whereas in a condo, right, if hail hits the roof, the condo association is going to pay for that. You don't have to mow your own lawn. You don't have to take care of your own swimming pool. So if you like sort of that lock and leave lifestyle, low maintenance, low hassle, less fuss, then the condo is going to be something that's better for you.
And Wendy, honestly, what's the likelihood if you spend $300,000 in 78704, you're going to actually have your own pool?
0.
What's the likelihood that you're
0%.
going to have a gym or anything else that would promote a healthy and fantastic, fun Austin lifestyle?
Well, you could probably buy the worst house, and I don't even think you can buy a house in under 300 in 04.
I mean, it'd
be pretty tough. Yeah, and the gym would probably be like just a pile of junk.
Yeah. You can maybe get a kettlebell for that.
Yeah, so it really depends. A condo is no better investment or worse than a single family home. It's just something that's different depending on you and your lifestyle, and we're going to help you unpack all of that in some of these upcoming videos.
Yeah, 100%. And lastly, the timing. So right now in 78704, condos are down 20% year over year price-wise.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's an absolutely incredible opportunity for buyers to go in with a lot of negotiation power, the ability to really control the terms of the contract, and really be able to shop around and find something that's going to fit your needs. Maybe that's 5 years, for 10 years, and this could be a really amazing investment for a lot of people.
Well, Lenny, we're in what's called a buyer's market. So I think everybody's probably heard that term, but what does that really mean? So what that really means is we have what's called 7 months of inventory right now in Austin, Texas, the Austin, Texas metro area. And that means if no other houses come on the market, it will take over 7 months for all the houses to sell. A balanced market is considered to be 6 months or less, okay? And almost as long as I've been in real estate, since about 2012, we've been in more of a seller's market, which means there's a lot fewer homes on the market. And now that we've crossed that 6 month threshold, we're actually in a buyer's market. So, I mean, what should you do in a buyer's market?
You buy.
You buy. Yeah, you buy. So I've been investing in the Austin, Texas area for 21 years. Our first house was our first rental property. And I can tell you that the best way to build wealth through real estate is to actually take action, put a down payment on something, and then start paying it off so that you can look up. In my case, 24 years later, we own 12 investment properties. We've had 3 houses here in Austin, and it's just been an incredible way to build our wealth. And I see a lot of people sitting on the fence right now. And I understand that. There's a lot of fear. Interest rates feel high. I bought my first house at 7.25% interest, which it's about a full point lower than that now. I actually found an amazing property about 3 months ago. I sent it to everyone I knew because it was such a good deal. Nobody wanted to buy it, so I bought it myself. And it's a great time to buy. Warren Buffett says, be fearful when others are greedy, and then be greedy when others are fearful. And there's a lot of fear right now, so I would say to all of you, be greedy.
Amazing. Awesome. We can't wait to share more with you guys.